Hey guys, this is my tutorial on how to learn to fly a 4-channel plane. And now the first step that you want to do to learn to fly is obviously you have to buy a plane. And this is a pretty good option that I've come up with. This is my first plane, so I know from experience that I was able to learn and fly on it. It's the WL Toys F939. There will be a link to a page below in the description. And it's a 4-channel plane. And it comes ready to fly or bind and fly, which means it comes either with the transmitter. It doesn't come with this one. This is my own because I got the bind and fly, or without a transmitter. It comes with 2 batteries. It comes with a charging cable, a manual, and a spare prop, and a couple other things that'll get you up flying. And it's nice because it all comes in one package and it's easy. So this is a good option. The next step in learning to fly a plane is understanding how they work. So on your remote, I have it bound up to the plane. This here, right there. Move forward just a little bit so you can see. Okay, you have 2 sticks, and this is mode 2, which means the throttle is on the left stick. If you get mode 1, which is people in Europe sometimes fly that way, your throttle will be on your right stick. And this remote's really nice because you can switch by pushing this down. And, okay, on your right stick, you have up and down movement. Like that. As you can see, the elevator back there is moving. Get a close-up of that. You can see that is how you go up or you go down. And on a plane, pushing down on the stick makes it go up, and pushing up on the stick makes it go down. Also on that stick, you have left and right movement, which, as you can see, moves the aileron controls, which gives it left tilt and right tilt. And on your left stick, you have throttle, which is up and down movement. But unlike the right stick, there is no spring on this, so if you put it up at full throttle, it'll stay at full throttle, which is nice because you don't have to constantly hold it up there. You can let go. You can see there. And then also you have left and right movement on this stick as well, which is rudder movement, which is another way to turn in the air. And this one has a little wheel on the bottom, so you can actually taxi on the ground and steer on the ground. And it's easier to land that way. Okay, now once you understand fully how this works, you can move on to the next step. Okay, the next step in learning how to fly is getting to a flying space that, since you're a beginner, you want to be away from trees. Like, I was flying near trees first few times I flew this, and I actually crashed into a tree, and I got stuck about 50 feet up at least, but I was able to get it down by using the throttle, and I was extremely lucky. So you don't want to lose this to a tree, so stay away from trees and stay away from people. And your first time, make sure there's not wind. There's not a lot of wind because these little foam planes do not like wind at all. And make sure if you're going to do a loop or something, or even just regular flying, that you're up high enough, you're not too close to the ground or too close to any structure, that you'll still be able to save yourself and not crash. Just make sure you're away from people so you don't hurt anyone else. And then you can move on to the next step. Okay, here we are with the next step. And the next step is a little bit more complicated because it's actually flying. And in this step, you're going to have to learn how to take off. And I would say the next step would be taking off and landing. But to land, you have to fly them. It's really windy out right now. So when you're up there, you just want to keep it in low rates and try to do your best. And if you give it right stick, right on the right stick, it'll bank right and you'll do a right turn. And then this one, it's not a high-winged plane, so it will not level out. So then you have to give left input on the right stick, so it'll tilt back to level, and then it'll fly straight again. So I'll do a little takeoff here for you. And this is definitely the hardest part, and this is where it's pretty hard. Don't fly this in wind. I'm only flying it in wind right now because I feel confident enough. I've flown early today. It's really windy out. So I'll take off here. When you take off, you saw there that I immediately kicked the throttle way up, and that's what you want to do. It is really windy out right now. I have to get this video in though. So you saw there, when I took off, I kick the throttle up really quickly because this plane likes to nose down, so you have to get up to good speed quickly. So I did that. As you can see, I'm pretty much just I'm just managing the throttle. I'm keeping it low. I'm not going full speed. And when I'm tilted to the side there, I also give some downwards, which would be normally up throw, that when I'm turning, because that way it makes the turns a lot smoother and a lot faster. As you can see there, you can turn really sharply, and then just try and bring it down slowly, lower the throttle, and then completely cut it and glide. See, and then you want to land. This one, like I said, front heavy again, so you're not going to be able to land very well, especially if you're a beginner, but and then just keep trying to do that, and then take off again. Like same thing, kick up the throttle high to start. And then the hardest part is just learning to fly it, but then once you get it, it's really fun, and it's not that hard. It's really enjoyable, and you can do cool stunts like barrel rolls and loops and stuff. And this one doesn't really like inverted flight, but it is possible. You see there was a loop. Try and land again for you guys. Like I said, really windy, that's why it's getting thrown around. So if you're just starting out, do not fly in wind, and definitely stay away from trees. Let's try and land it here. There we go. Like I said, that was a decent landing, but the nose is a little front heavy, so it always nose down. So I'll take off one more time for you guys. Just all I'm doing is kicking it up to about 80% throttle, and I'm giving full down on the right stick to make it go up, and I'm in high rates. So I'll show you again here. Whoops, I didn't give enough throttle, so I didn't get up there. But it hit into the soft snow, so no problem. Reset. See, it doesn't take much to get up. It's getting really tossed around by the wind there. It's full speed. Okay, bring it in for one more landing, then I'll end the video. Oh, almost got it without nose downing, but see, I had a good landing there, and I still nose down. But that was my tutorial on how to learn to fly a 4-channel airplane. Now this one's pretty advanced, and even just 4 channels will be for more of someone who has like I have tons of quad and helicopter experience, so I felt like I could handle this, and I did, with some pretty minor crashes. I had one major crash, but I managed to fix it. Please let me know if you have any comments, ask them down below, and please give this video a like and share it if you want to, and please subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep coming out with videos like this and keep getting new products for you guys to see. And check out my other videos, and I'll see you later.